Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It is Wednesday, May 31st, 2023. This is Liz Frenay, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. The one thing about long weekends is my days of the week are totally thrown off. The only thing keeping me semi in the know on the dates is this podcast intro. But it is Wednesday, we do have some news, so let's get into it, shall we? On May 29th at about 11 p.m., officers responded to a home invasion and assault in Baltimore. The two suspects were found loitering nearby and detained by police. The suspects were two juvenile female, only 14 and 15 years old. The juvenile females arrived at the victim's residence with the intent to commit an assault. The suspects broke in through the window and physically assaulted the victim while video recording the assault. The juvenile females have been arrested and charged. On Saturday, just before 10 a.m., a 911 call was received for a jet ski crash in the South River in the area of 1500 Widows Mite Road with an injured patient. The patient sustained major injuries that required the Maryland State Police Aviation Division to transport to shock trauma. 1 hour later, after crews have already cleared the crash site, a second 911 call was made for a second jet ski crash close to the site of the initial crash. During this crash, the jet skis overturned with people in the water. There were no reports of injuries at the second incident, and the causes of both crashes are still unknown. And after 18 seasons with the Navy baseball team and 34 as a Division I head coach, Paul Kostakopoulos has announced his retirement from coaching. And sorry, Paul, for how I butchered your last name. Paul will remain with the Navy Athletic Department in an administrative role. In his departing words, Paul said, "I am extremely grateful for having had the opportunity to be the baseball coach at Navy for the past 18 seasons. I've had the unique privilege of coaching so many incredible young men here over the years. Those young men have gone on to serve our country in so many meaningful ways and will always have my gratitude and thanks." He also thanked the assistant coaches, support staff, and administrators. He is looking forward to continuing to work with Chet Gladchuck and the Naval Academy. Okay, and that's a wrap on the news. Up this Saturday on the local business spotlight, Modern Dermatology, and then next weekend, a new app developed right here locally called Prosper. Go get it. All right, let's put this puppy to bed with a quick thank you to you. And also thank you to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and the Maryland Higher Education Committee. So now you need to hang tight. George Young from DCMDVA Weather is standing by with the only locally forecast weather report you will find. And Bridget, also known as BeeprBuzz, is here with all your live music info in Annapolis After Dark. Anyhow, all that is coming up in just a bit.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, May 31st. Yesterday brought very comfortable conditions to the Annapolis region, and today should bring more of the same, ahead of some warmer 80s Thursday into the weekend. Look for mostly sunny skies today with highs 75 to 82 degrees, followed by more sun Thursday through Sunday, with temperatures in the low to mid 80s tomorrow on what is the first day of meteorological summer, followed by mid to upper 80s Friday and mid 80s or so 4 p.m. highs Saturday, ahead of upper 70s to lower 80s on Sunday to close out the weekend. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And don't forget, follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
The music scene in Anne Arundel County is popping, and sometimes it's hard to sort through it all. From blues to pop, from funk to ska, BeeprBuzz has it all covered for you in this week's Annapolis After Dark.
Good morning, Annapolis. BeeprBuzz here with your Annapolis After Dark weekend music highlights for Wednesday, May 31st through Sunday, June 4th. Summer is here. Go to the socials for Annapolis Streaming and BeeprBuzz, and also both websites for the full schedule. We update the event and all websites with changes and cancellations so you know before you go. AnnapolisStreaming.com and BeeprBuzz.com. Live music for today, Wednesday. Hippie Happy Hour returns to 49 West with Dave Chappell and friends. Dana B. will be at Galliano and Gambrels. Mixed Business will be back at Mother's in Arnold. Dave Gorozotis will be playing his first show at Annapolis Market House with the Instigators. Next door, Ryan Cozell will be back at Middleton Tavern. Also streaming today at noon, episode 159, Stronger Than Me by Amy Winehouse, covered by Kensington Collective. They will drop it at noon, and you can listen to it anytime. Thursday, Get to the Point for Dan Haas. It's also the first Thursday of the month, which means beer release night at all Rams Head locations where you get to keep the glass. This month is Tangerine Pale Ale, and live music during it at now 2 locations. PJ and Neil will be at Rams Head Roadhouse, and Steve Van Franken and Victoria will be at Rams Head Tavern in downtown Annapolis. Sparks and McCoy will be at Graduate Hotel in the Trophy Room on Thursday. Charles Cavusi will be at Reynolds Tavern. Ryan and Shane from Moran Trip Duo will be at Senior Chili's in Arnold. Federico Tabaya Jazz Ensemble will be back at Severna Park Tap House. Over on the shore, Dana B. will be at Bridges. Joel Brandon will be back on piano at Blackwall Barn and Lodge in Gambrels. And under my other things to do, there will be trivia at the Speakeasy at Second Alarm Brewhouse in Pasadena. Weekend music. You get a double dose of Brant Austin Dunn in Market Space on both Saturday and Sunday outside of Federal House. Tonight, Friday, start with happy hour at Gary's Grill in Severna Park with Steve and Kim Acoustic Duo. The Crayfish will be back at Severna Park Tap House. Wheelhouse Rock Band will be Rockin' Romulo's in Severna Park. And across the street, the National Bohemians are back at Brian Baru. Just down the road, Ryan and Shane from Moran Trip Duo will be at Mother's in Arnold. Joey Fitz Solo will be at Crofton Cantina Friday night. Meerkat Nation will be at Perry's in Odenton. Chris Button will be on the crab deck beside the Tiki Bar at Stan and Joe's Riverside in Galesville. Noel and Jeff are back at Middleton Tavern Friday night. And end the night rockin' with the Tommy McGee Band at Stan and Joe's on West Street. Saturday, head to Cape St. Clair for the annual Strawberry Festival. This event is right on the water and free. Music by Acoustic Cafe, Cold Brew 42, The Cape Tree, Easy Rock, Dirk and the Truth, 24 Karat, and Garrett Park School of Rock. You can also head up to Fern Brewing in Crofton for Party for a Purpose with Earth Tone and Sneaky Heat getting together to raise money to support young adults with cancer. The Moran Trip Band will be at Dark Horse. The Severn River Band will be at Annapolis Market House. Kier and Quinn will be at Killarney House in Davidsonville. And Lost and Found Trio Band will be at Brian Baru. Sunday Fun Days start with brunch at Severna Park Tap House with music by 120 Hertz, or in downtown Annapolis at Ram's Head Tavern with a jazz brunch with Oreo. It's also first Sunday of the month, which means West Street will be closed for the First Sunday Arts Festival. With music this month by Michael K. of Pretty Big Deal and many others, there will also be face painting by Sweet Art. Start with Bluegrass Brunch at Sullivan's Cove. Their guest this week will be Gage Rhodes. Music on a Sunday at Beacon, which used to be Sam's on the Waterfront. Jazz Orchid will be back early Sunday afternoon. Also on Sunday morning, up in the Dina, Bridget Michaels of Guava Jelly will be solo at Second Alarm Brewhouse Coffee Shop. Down at Stan and Joe's Riverside in Galesville, you'll find Acoustic Mad Planet with Rob and Greg from Mad Planet Band. Remember, these are just the highlights. Find the full schedule of music for all of Annapolis and the surrounding areas on the Annapolis Streaming Facebook event and on the websites AnnapolisStreaming.com and BeeprBuzz.com, spelled BeeprBuzz. Add the websites to the homepage on your cell phone to make them an app. Then it's just 2 clicks to the music anytime. I'll see you out there.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at EyeOnAnnapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.